Hey there guys and dolls, my name is Celtic Titan and welcome back to Plague Inc. Evolved. Now there is one thing I want to touch on real quick. I know that it's Wednesday. I know this is usually, or at least up to this point, when we have done an episode of Lost Adventures. As I mentioned in the last episode of Lost Adventures, we're going to be working on building the house next. And I really want to make sure I get it right. Because obviously in survival, I mean, you can still tear it down, you can do things, you can modify, you can make your changes, but I want to make sure I have a good plan going in, and I'm also taking the time to watch a couple of videos done by another YouTuber. This guy, his channel, man, I'm not sure how it's pronounced, it's either Grian or Grian, I'm not entirely sure, but he does these fantastic buildings. Just absolutely phenomenal buildings, and he put out a couple of tutorials on exterior and interior design. So the way I figured is we're going to go ahead and make a couple of videos on the on building the house, but again, I want to make sure I have a good solid plan together in place before I go in and just, you know, wreak havoc on it. So I hope you guys will be patient with me on that one. I promise those videos will be out this week. I just will not have them up at the usual point. We may end up doing them back to back over the weekend as kind of a special thing, because the house is special. It's a special part of Minecraft. But Minecraft notwithstanding here, we're going to go ahead and get back into the single player campaign. And I believe, where are we at here? We are at Bioweapon. Bioweapon is it's a very interesting plague in here, and we'll get into that in just a second. See, I'm not sure if I want ATP boost or if I want metabolic jump. Well, you know what, we'll go with ATP boost. Now I'm going to be doing this a little differently than I usually do the bioweapon, because a different strategy has come to my attention. And so I kind of want to give it a shot. Pathostasis, perfect. Okay. So we're going with ATP boost to get the bonus DNA right at the beginning. You know what? I'm going to change that. We're going to go to Creationist to decrease the chance of mutations, Aquasight for getting on the water, and Pathostasis for ability cost. Now, one of the things... Whoa, we're not going into Brutal this early. One of the things that makes the bioweapon so unique is that, well, within the confines of the story itself, it is, again, man-made, but it's very, very lethal. And you essentially build lethality for no reason whatsoever throughout the course of the plague. So you really don't have to work very hard. I mean, symptoms are not going to be as big a deal, at least in the strategy I'm going to try here. You're not really going to have to try to make this plague lethal. It's going to do it all on its own. It doesn't need your help. So we're going to go from that one. Now, as for a name, something man-made becomes more lethal over time. There we go. There we go. That's perfect. Temper tantrum. Yes, absolutely. I know I mentioned in the last one that toddlers would have been great for the nanovirus. They're little. They get all up underneath your skin. But you know what? Those temper tantrums are what do it. Oh, man. You break all my stuff. I don't care. But quit the screaming. Ooh. All right. So, again, we are going to start in Saudi Arabia. All right. So, while we're paused here, let's take a look at the abilities. Because, again, symptoms aren't going to play into it too much right now. We're going to be dealing mostly in transmission and these abilities. Now, gene compression. Reduce the likelihood of lethal genes becoming unlocked over time. So what happens is, essentially, the game will make a random roll at certain points over the course of your gameplay. And it will... depending on, what result it comes up with, it will add lethality to your plague or not. So this is going to be a big one because we do not want to be lethal right off the bat. It's not the way we want to be. Okay, deactivate modified genes. Reduce lethality by deactivating key genes controlling toxin production. Now, what this one is once you have started to gain lethality, you know, if you just happen to get an unlucky roll, you can actually bump it back down. Like, you know, we'll be keeping an eye on the lethality. We'll be popping back in and out of here anyways. So we're going to be keeping an eye on it. And if we add lethality, we're going to take it away. And then nucleic acid neutralization. Now, what happens is as the game, you know, makes these different checks, there's kind of an exponential curve of how lethal it's going to be, you know, from 0 to 1. It's not a, you know, it's not a linear progression. It is exponential. So there is going to be a curve. It's going to take a sudden sharp movement. So what this does now is it sets you right back to 0. So you are no longer in that exponential increase. You've gone right back to the beginning. So that's going to be an important one. But then I have not personally tried this strategy yet, so we're going to be learning together. But from what I understand, there's another ability right there that will basically take the plague from 0 lethality all the way to 100% and just completely destroy them. So that's what we're going to go ahead and try today. So enough of my jibber jabber. We're going to go ahead and pick that one up right away as well. And let's go ahead and start moving around here. Okay, Temper Tantrum is a bioweapon that was accidentally released. You will automatically become more lethal over time. Can you infect everyone before you kill your carriers? So that's the key. Okay, because once they start blocking off seaports or blocking off land borders, things like that, here, we can kick up the speed a little. You know, you're going to run into that point where your lethality will go too high and you won't be able to deal. See, now we've already got lethality. Ugh. I hate to use that so soon. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and pick up water. Now, we will pick up a couple of symptoms just to help with the severity. You know, because like I've said before, severity is, you know, is necessary. It is kind of key in this whole thing. You know, we need to be able to get those points as we're going along, especially if we're going for that, you know, that top tier ability. All right. We're moving around pretty good here. At least through Saudi Arabia. Man, we're getting a ton of points. This is crazy. Yeah, we'll go ahead and start in with that drug resistance as well. Might as well have it now before we need it. Okay, I just saw another one moving up here to France. That's good though. I like getting nice, you know, early game spread, getting around a little bit more, being in more countries before we're spotted. Oh, let's double check our... You know what? We're going to pop one of them and one of them. All right, let's get some severity going on. Okay, here we go. Man, we need to get those transmissions going. All right, water 2. But because we're not going to be dipping too much into symptoms, we're going to be able to go straight for that extreme bioaerosol too. So that'll be nice. We're going to be able to go for that. So that will be very cool. We'll be able to add lethality, infectivity, and totally get where we're going. Oh man, no, already? Ah, crap. You know what? I'm going to pop that one again so that we're right back again at 0. Because I have a feeling once we start moving around, we're going to be okay. And a little early game lethality won't really hurt you too bad. You'll see that if we end up going through the official scenarios with the Black Plague, because that one starts out very, very lethal right off the bat, and it's oh, that one's rough. That one's tough. I still have not beaten that one on the mobile version. You know what? Let's pick up sneezing, rash, and sweating, and we're gonna be done with symptoms. Hopefully this all works out. What? No, 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 no. Oh, I don't need you guys pulling this garbage on me. Okay, see, that's the bad boy right there. Annihilate gene. So, let's pick up cold resistance. Oh, I feel like I had to burn through those too quick. I think I might have kind of jumped the gun on some of that. We got a ton of points, though. How's our spread? So we're getting there. We are getting there for sure. Man, I feel like even when we go for that Armageddon gene, we're still gonna have to... Here, let's pick that up. Let's pick up genetic hardening for the cure. See what they're doing. Yeah, they're working on it pretty hard. I feel like we're still gonna have to go for necrosis in the end. Okay, now we're in every country. Perfect. So, let's go ahead and pick up that Annihilate gene. And you know what? I hate to do it. I really, really do. Because I really wanted to work with that strategy a little bit more and trust it. But there comes a point where you know, if we're gonna go for that much lethality, I mean, there it is right there. Oh, we're up to full infectivity too. That's good. So you can see we are completely lethal at this point. And, you know, if we're gonna go with that, I want to have necrosis on my side so that we can continue infecting. Somehow I don't think that's gonna work on Mega Brutal. I think they're gonna stop us right in our tracks on that one. Okay, so at this point, we're going to be working on stopping the cure, because our plague should be doing all the work for us at this point. How you doing, Sweden? Oh, you just completely blew up. Okay, perfect. Wow, I think that actually worked out really well. Okay, the cure's slowly being destroyed, so... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Who's not infected? Oh, okay. Whew. Oh, man. That scared me for a little bit. That last little blue bar, it seems like it never goes away in time. And it seems like it always kind of catches you. Wow, look at that abundance of points. That was insanity. Hold on. Let's throw a couple more genetic reshuffles into the mix to hose their cure a little bit more. Oh, perfect. Perfect, and we ended up with 4 biohazards. Holy cow. That actually worked out really, really well. Now, I would imagine if we're going through Mega Brutal on this one, we're going to have to kind of trust the plague a little bit more and wait just a little bit longer, because I would have loved to have waited until the whole world was infected before I hit that Annihilate gene, and I probably could have. Well, you know what? Truthfully, I could have. I know I could have. I jumped the gun on it. I got nervous. So trust the plague, trust the strategy. It's gonna work. All right. But for now, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, go on ahead and hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe so you can keep seeing more from me. And I will see you guys in the next one.